The end of the Maya really is a mystery. We really don't know what happened to them. So there's multiple theories that really abound. That they were not using good farming techniques. They were overpopulated. There was disease. But at the end of the day, no one really knows why the culture disappeared. Right? Why it was decimated. Why it was, why where did it go? We do know that some Mayans were absorbed into other groups. Right? So there are Mayan descendants, right, that make it out, but the culture itself doesn't exist, right? Um, I wanted to tell you just a little bit about some other cultures, right, that come after were during the Maya. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but I did want to show you what I call the other Mexican marvels. And one of them is the city of Teotihuacan. And we don't know who built this. It's pre-Aztec. So the Aztec actually name it, but we don't really know the group that built this city. But we do find that it has a lot of correlations to what you see the Mayans do, and then what the Aztecs will do as well. We believe it had about 200,000 residents, and was mainly a place where obsidian was being produced. Probably turned into, again, hand axes and different types of things that were utilitarian. And the name Teotihuacan is the place where the gods walked. So we think the Aztec were probably being a little bit, you know, superstitious with this name because again, they didn't know a lot about the people when they named this city. The main pyramid here is the Pyramid of the Sun, thought to be the entrance to the underworld for these people. And it faces the sunset on April 29th and August 12th. So, again, thinking about how often these buildings are aligned to different types of events, right? Astrological events, right? You see this, astronomical events, right? You see that here as well. This is the famous Avenue of the Dead. And again, notice the use of, like, again, courtyards with monuments, very similar to what the Mayans were doing as far as layout and structure, right? Of how they would put these cities together. This is the Temple of Quetzalcoatl. And I love showing you this temple because, again, it has this almost derivative Puch style looking imagery. So, we often talk about how these cultures don't exist in a vacuum, that they absorb things from other people and take on other things from other people. And again, the feathery, serpenty kind of stuff, as far as the decorations on this monument are quite interesting. And again, remind me a lot of Puch style imagery that you would see. The other group that we often look at is the Toltecs and look at some of their pyramids as well. So here you see the famous Pyramid B at the city of Tula, and it is noted for its these sort of, again, almost tree stone like monuments that you see, and then this use of pillars, which we find very unusual and strange, as far as decorative devices. So if you go to see this pyramid, right, you see these standing figures, right, that again look almost very tree stone like, but don't seem to be honoring a specific person. So again, people are left sort of questioning like what the Toltecs were trying to do here, right, with their imagery. We're going to move on to the Aztec next and talk about their culture.